It's Friday morning, and that is the time that we always talk with our local restaurateurs, chefs, about their menus, their history, their locations, and excited this weekend to have Tim Eisenhower, the owner of Irene's, in studio with us. Tim, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
It's great having you in, and obviously Irene's is one of the newer entries, maybe not decades of history in Columbia, but certainly making a big impact on the food scene here. When did the idea come up for Irene's to have this kind of a restaurant?
We've been doing pop-ups for 4 or 5 years, and now we're almost 2 years into the brick-and-mortar restaurant.
Now, what's your history in Columbia restaurants? Because you've been here for a while before Irene's opened.
Yeah, I started at the University Club on campus, went out to Le Bourgeois as a sous chef, and then opened my own wood-fired pizzeria, mobile wood-fired pizzeria.
And started off doing pizzas. Mm-hmm. Now, where was the idea? Now, Irene's has been described as Mexican barbecue. Is that a fair description?
That's the best description we can come up with, yeah.
Okay, all right. So, and when putting up a barbecue place in mid-Missouri is nothing new, but Mexican barbecue has people eyes opening up, and they're not quite sure what you're talking about. Yeah. Is there a difference to it? And there is.
Yeah, it's we call it barbecue with Mexican flavors. Everything is either smoked or live fire grilled over oak, served with tortillas instead of white bread, salsa instead of barbecue sauce. So, yeah.
Yeah, but it's smoked. It is smoked meat.
Everything is either smoked or grilled.
You look at some of these platters, Stacy.
Oh my gosh. I have fallen in love with the smoked brisket barbacoa in all of its forms that you serve. The sandwich is amazing. And just the platter, really good.
And that's my suggestion too. If you're first going to Irene's, I don't know, you may have a different suggestion, Jim, but I said get the platter, try a bunch of the stuff, and really kind of get a vibe because it is a little bit different. The tri-tip,
try the tacos for the table. It's everything.
That's
in the
what
menu.
I was just gonna say. Is take a group of friends and get the tacos for the table. You will have plenty of food. If you're afraid that you're not gonna have enough food, you will have plenty. 4 to 6 people. Get that, it's $100. You cannot beat the deal.
Yeah.
And you can test drive everything.
Mm-hmm. Are your recipes very complicated? Because it does seem like the food is kind of there's a simple nature to it.
Yeah, I don't think it's complicated. It's just bold flavors.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So where did you learn these flavors?
Yeah.
Is this like a family thing or something that you just kind of looked into?
No, we're cooking what we want to eat.
Okay. So this is kind of stuff that you've been cooking for yourself just for a while.
Absolutely.
All right. Fantastic. Some of the sandwiches that you might check out at Irene's, they've got the grilled chicken torta, which is black beans, lime, mayo, cilantro, pickled red onion. I can never pronounce that cheese. What is that?
Oaxacan.
Oaxacan?
Oaxacan? Or cotija.
Cotija. There we go.
Like, I was like, wow,
that's how you pronounce it?
I'm not sure how you get Oaxacan out of cotija, but I'll go with it.
Okay. They get the smoked brisket and barbacoa sandwich, the barbecue pulled pork, and that sliced tri-tip.
But let's talk about the sides. The sides that you have, just the black beans are not any, basic black beans.
I think they're pretty basic. They're the safe choice on the menu.
Okay.
So what goes into the preparation of some of these things? Is it just? Well, I mean, I you don't want to give away any secrets, I know, but so the lime dressed sweet potatoes. I mean,
that
was a recipe from that my wife makes that we just put on the menu.
I feel like you just took a really. You like, here's my little idea. I don't make it to sound like that, but you have this just idea of these are the things we like to eat. Here's how we like to do it. And let's make a restaurant. And it's such a simple thing, and it's been so successful, do you think, because of that simplicity?
I don't know about that. I think it's just a fun experience. And
you're just so loose with this, I feel like. You're like, it's just happening. We're doing it. Come and eat it. It's going to work out. It's going to taste good.
Yeah.
We got lots of great drinks.
You know, I have friends and even relatives that have opened up restaurants and have talked about opening up restaurants, and they all seem a lot more stressed out.
I was just going to say,
menus
so
than you do,
anxious.
Oh, I was, but now I'm 2 years in, and it's getting a little easier.
Also,
Nice.
rice bowls, and I've noticed something about Columbia restaurants and dishes. A lot of them are named after people. So I got to ask, who's Irene?
Oh,
My partner and I were in Austin, Texas, and this is the true story. I think there's a couple of fake ones floating around.
Oh, good.
But this is the true
We're
story.
getting a real one. All right.
here we go.
My partner and I were in Austin, Texas at a food festival, and we went to a antique shop, curiosity shop, and there was a taxidermied, upright dressed coyote, and it was named Irene.
That's this picture because I was looking at the logo and I thought, who is this?
And
What
we
is
just
the
put that
deal
in our
with
back
this?
pocket. Like, we like the name.
That's
and
Irene, the taxidermy coyote.
We went back to get it, and it it was gone.
Oh, that is really sad.
Irene
She
is
lives
a
in our memory.
Stuffed coyote. I love that. All right. Irene's. How do you tell people how to get to Irene's?
We are on North College, just before the train tracks, or North College, 2 buildings up from Logboat.
Okay, very good. Check it all out. Can you stick around for a little bit longer? We're going to
Yeah.
talk a little bit more with you. Tim Eisenhower is with us. He's the owner of Irene's in Columbia, Mexican barbecue. Friday Foodies, continuing our conversation with our local restaurateurs and chefs about their signature dishes and menus. And Tim Eisenhower, the owner of Irene's, is with us this morning in Studio X. Tim, one of the things we were talking about off air was your unique seating situation. And when you go into Irene's, it's very much an open room
Yeah, communal seating and
long tables and communal seating.
yeah. The goal was to create a meeting space, like get together after work, or let's all go to Irene's and everybody knows where it's at and everybody has room.
Yeah, I like it because I go in with just 2 people or 3 people, and I like to sit at a table with people I don't know,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of brave like that, and get
Make
to know
friends.
them, make friends, see what they're eating, just kind of have that communal feel. I love that.
And then a great big bar with a pretty impressive back bar. Tim, it's not your usual bar, I wouldn't say. I mean, clearly there's plenty of beers and things like that, but talk a little bit about your cocktails and what your bar situation is like.
We have an expansive mezcal collection. Our goal was to create 100% additive free, so you're not going to see some of the bigger brands there. We get mostly smaller producers who are doing it clean and right and creating a really good product.
Okay, well, explain to me, because, all right, I'm an idiot here. What is mezcal? What's mezcal? I mean, is that tequila? Is it?
Tequila is made in certain regions and can only use one type of agave. Mezcal is made in several states and can use any agave.
Okay. So is there a benefit to one or the other? Do you prefer one over the other?
I prefer
why?
mezcal over tequila. There's such tight restrictions on tequila that it creates, there's no character to it sometimes.
Okay.
And with the different states and the different growing regions and different varieties of agave, it has a lot of difference. It's like terroir in wine.
All right. The top of the cocktail menu list has a drink called Heart of Fire. Explain what's that? What is that?
I am...
It's a mezcal, pineapple, chili, lime. That sounds delicious.
Smoky cocktail, sweet and spicy. It just has a little bit of everything.
Do you have I want to say a bar manager, I guess, somebody that comes up with all these cocktails and things like that?
My bar managers...
They do a good job.
Yeah.
There's some interesting stuff there. Little Big Helper is your straight bourbon, dry curacao, aged rum, corn liquor, chocolate bitters, some interesting stuff there. Chocolate, I see, is popping up in some of these things. That's
popular ingredient in Mexico.
very good. There's also hot chocolate, Mexican hot chocolate.
For the winter only, yes.
Oh, it's for the okay. That's why I haven't seen it before because I thought I love a good Mexican hot chocolate, And I can't wait to get over there and try that before it goes away.
They've got bittersweet chocolate melted into whole milk and seasoned with cinnamon and chili.
A little spicy in your hot chocolate.
Don't bring it up. I know you want to talk about.
Add a little bit of tequila to that.
All right, very good. Tim Eisenhower is the owner of Irene's. Best of luck to you, Tim. Man, this is you've got a great run going.
What a great venture!
Like I told you off air, the Queen, my wife, is your biggest fan. She's kind of disappointed she couldn't be here this morning. She wanted to meet you and tell you how much she loved the restaurant.
Find me every day in the restaurant.
So yeah, absolutely. Well, we will see you then real soon. But,
let's ask them our important question.
Absolutely, Tim. At the end of it, we always like to ask you name somebody else in the industry around here that you think, and they're doing a great job here.
It's a pop-up series right now, but Molto Pacifico is two of the cooks from Bardell. They're doing handmade pasta and sandwiches and available for catering.
And it's a pop-up thing?
Yeah.
What's it called again?
Molto Pacifico.
Molto
Pacifico.
All right.
Pacifico.
Very good. We'll keep an eye out
Yeah,
for
I'll find
that. Tim Eisenhower, the owner of Irene's. It's new to a lot of people, but if you haven't been there yet, you really got to go check it out. Great Mexican barbecue.